Hello, I'm Tom Palmer, a children's author, and I'm going to tell you a little bit today about Incredible Edible Story, which is a book I wrote. This is Roy, by the way, and this is his sister Rocky. Anyway, I'm going to read you a bit from this story. It's about where we get our food from. So it's about whether we should pick apples off trees locally or get apples from local suppliers, or whether we should get apples from the other side of the world. And I wrote it in conjunction with an organisation called Incredible Edible, who tried to help us understand more where our food comes from. And it's I wrote it with them, and the book, although I wrote the story, the idea for the story was Incredible Edible's idea. And at the end, I'm going to read you the beginning, then at the end I'm going to put a link up so that you can download for free the rest of the book, because this book's available for free online. And I'm going to try and read it, the Incredible Edible Story, so that you can see the pictures. So I'm just going to go around the back of my computer, and I'll leave you in Roy and Rocky's hands for the minute. The Incredible Edible Story. Every Saturday morning, Lily walked into Todmorden with her mum, past the sports centre where she went swimming on Friday nights, close to the children's playground in Centervale Park, towards her granddad's house. Lily's mum worked at the supermarket on Saturday mornings, so Lily got to spend half the day with her granddad, and she loved it. If the weather was nice, she would help her granddad in his garden. Today, they had unearthed some potatoes and carrots, and Grandad had made it into a delicious soup. Wuffa-puh? Lily asked. Wuffa-puh was one of Lily and Grandad's code words. It stood for what's for pudding. Grandad smiled. How about an apple? He suggested, glancing at his watch. We can pick one up waiting for your mum at the supermarket. Grandad and Lily sat outside the supermarket near a cluster of trees to wait for Mum. They did this every week too. They liked to people watch. Lily was always amazed how many people Grandad knew in Todmorden. Nearly half the passers-by would say hello to him. So, do you want your apple, love? Grandad asked. Yes, please, Lily said. Shall I go and buy one? Shall I go in and buy one? No, just help yourself, Grandad said. What? Help yourself from the tree behind us. It's an apple tree. Look, they'll be just right now. Lily looked at the tree and grinned. She loved climbing trees. Are you sure? She said, uncertain. Why not? Grandad asked. She put her feet on one side of the trunk and began to lift herself upwards. Lily, what on earth are you doing? A harsh shout from across the supermarket. Mum. Walking towards the tree with Dad and Lily's little brother, who had both been at football training. I'm just getting an apple, Lily grinned back. No, you are not, Mum snapped. Come down immediately. Right, I'll stop reading it there, because you can read the rest on the book if you just go on the link that's on this YouTube thing. But I'm going to show you a little teaser from the end. This is kind of the final scene where things get a bit dramatic. That's just a little clue about what happens next. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. So it's called Incredible Edible, and I'll also put the link at the end about Incredible Edible in Todmorden. In fact, their website address is there. If you're interested, you can find out about what the work they do, and that sort of work has been replicated all over the country and in other places in the world as well. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and enjoy the next apple you eat if you like them.